How's it going, everyone? Famine52 back again, and today we're starting to finally upgrade some of our equipment in Final Fantasy 13. Let's get going. Alright, how's it going, everyone? So in the last full episode, we took on the first 7 Seath stones. And then in the last little mini episode, I showed you how to do a little bit of CP farming with those guys down there. And today we are finally going to start upgrading some of our equipment. Now, to do that, we want to come over here to any save station and go into the shop. And first and foremost, we're going to go into Creature Comforts, and we are going to buy as many sturdy stones as we can. Well, not sturdy, but stones, sturdy bones as we can. We want to have 99 sturdy bones, just because that is going to make things a whole heck of a lot easier. Next, let's go ahead and head on into the mother lode, because there is a crystal that I want to make sure we have, which is going to be this one right here. I currently have 2 of them, so I am going to be good for the first thing that we're going to upgrade. And I will go over that and how to do it right now. First, we are going to go ahead, go back to the save station, and now we're going to go to upgrade. Upgrade. Let's go to accessories. Let's go ahead and find one of our Whistlewind scarves. So the Whistlewind scarf is what gives us the ATB advantage in combat. So when we start a battle, we will have one little chunk of our ATB gauge ready to go at the beginning of battle. That's not really all that useful. It's not bad, but it's not really all that useful. We are going to make it so much more useful. First, though, we need to apply 350 experience to this scarf. Now, I have a whole bunch of claws. They give me 7 experience. Those give me 20. The shattered bones give me 7. The sturdy bones we just bought give me 22. So I could use those. I could put them on one at a time. But honestly, all of the stuff, all of the bits of equipment that you have, or bits of monster parts that you have that have the fang and bone next to them, otherwise known as the organic monster components, they're not here to actually give you experience. They're here for the weapons to give you like experience bonus multipliers. So we're not going to worry about those right now. Instead, we're going to go ahead and head to the bottom. And from any of these things, we're going to try to get 350 experience. So for the digital circuit, which I have 43 of, those give 156. If I do 2, I got 312. If I do 4, I got 468. So that is a little overkill. Let me see if I have anything that won't quite put me as over. You know what? 1 bombshell will give me 370 experience, which is precisely what I want. So let's go ahead and do that. And now in doing that, you will see that the Whistlewind Scarf level 1 is now called Whistlewind Scarf Star. All that star means is that it is currently at its max level and it can no longer be upgraded by any of these parts. The only thing that it can be upgraded by is certain transformation crystals, the things that are impossible to say. Like this one right here, the Rhodochrosite, or however you pronounce that. As you can see, that is the only thing on here that is not currently grayed out. Let's go ahead and select that and upgrade this item. And that'll upgrade the Whistlewind Scarf into the Aurora Scarf level 1 with First Strike. And we could, if we wanted to, we could add that extra 175 experience points to bring that up to Star. There is quite literally no reason to do that. Once you get an item to its fully upgraded form, at least fully upgraded for what you're going to do, you can leave it at level 1, especially the accessories. The First Strike here It's not going to be improved by upgrading it at all. But speaking of First Strike, what exactly does First Strike do? Let's go ahead and go to our equipment real quick. Let's go ahead and, instead of this Fullman ring, let's go ahead and take a look at the Aurora Scarf. First Strike. So First Strike fully charges the ATB gauge prior to battle. So you know how when you get a preemptive strike, you automatically have a full bar of ATB? Yeah, this is going to do that all the time. So that is very good. Let's go ahead and put that on Fang. And I also saw something that I was unaware of. So I'm going to save just to kind of see what it does. And when you are going through this, I definitely recommend you, like, as you're experimenting, you save and like as often as you can. Just because what I'm going to do, I knew I was going to get the Aurora Scarf right there. But I also noticed that the Cobletite, I could transform it again, and I'm curious as to what it transforms into. So let's go ahead and use that. So that'll get us the Nimble Toe Boots, which will give us improved evasion, which I'm assuming is not anything that we actually want right now, but I am curious as to what that gave us, so let's go ahead and take a look. Improved evasion increases the odds of dodging attacks with the Sentinel evasion ability. So if anyone was going to have it, Fang is the right person to have it on. But that's not what I want. I want sprint shoes. I want the sprint shoes. I want the scarf. I want to be able to go at the beginning of battle. So I'm going to go ahead and reload, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I am back, and I have that Aurora Scarf back, which is precisely what I want. Now the next thing that I am going to upgrade, first and foremost, I want to make sure that I have 3 bits of equipment that I do not mind just completely getting rid of. These 3 iron bangles will be perfectly fine for what I am about to do. If you want to buy a couple iron bangles for you to get rid of, feel free to do so. They, honestly, with how much stuff we are currently getting, like we have the platinum bangles and all of that give so much more experience. Having the iron bangles doesn't really matter all that much. So I like to use them as a little way to do what we're about to do. But first, you remember the item that we got from Cid Raines, the Tetratic Crown? Let's go ahead and upgrade that to its maximum capability. So the 1,000 experience points. Let's see. No, I'm actually about to farm a lot of bomb cores, so I'll just go ahead and use 2 bomb cores. That'll get us to Tetratic Crown with the star. And then now, what we are going to do is we're going to back out of here. We're going to come down to dismantle accessories, and these are where the iron bangles come in. When we are dismantling, we are essentially deleting these from our inventory, and we are going to be getting stuff in return. So dismantle that first one, we're going to get a transformer. Dismantle the second one, we're going to get another transformer. And dismantle the third one, we're going to get a third transformer. Now the reason why we did that is now if we come down here to the Tetratic Crown and dismantle this, we will get a green needle, a Guardian Amulet, an Auric Amulet, a Watchman's Amulet, and a Hermes Sandal. Now that Hermes Sandal is precisely what we want, because as is, it gives us critical haste. Now critical haste isn't necessarily what we want, but that is a first step. So, with that, I'm going to make sure that I have what I need to continue with that. So if I come down to the mother load, I'm going to need a Provoskite, which costs 30,000 gil, which is not cheap, but for what we are doing, I think it's worth it. And then now go to upgrade, accessories. By the way, just while we're here, the Guardian Amulet gives us critical protect. The Watchman's Amulet gives us critical veil. And then the Auric Amulet gives us critical shell. But for the Hermes Sandals, we need to give this thing 800 experience, or not 800, 600 experience points. So let's see if I have anything that will actually give me 600. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use 6 spark plugs in order to do this. And that will get us to Hermes Sandals Star, which again means it is as far as it is going to go. Unless we have the Provoscite, which is why I purchased that. So let's go ahead and use this. That is going to give us Sprint Shoes, which is going to give us Auto Haste. So now that is one less person for Saz to haste at the beginning of battle. Also known as one less reason for Saz to need to be in my party. Let's go ahead and put these onto Fang. And now she has the Aurora Scarf as well as the Sprint Shoes. Very well. Now, next, we are going to upgrade the Belladonna Wand. Purely because the Belladonna Wand right now is going to be the simplest for us to upgrade. And it is also going to be the cheapest. So first and foremost, we are going to want... Hold on. Sorry, I have notes here for this one, just so I don't give you guys incorrect information. And I lost my place in my notes. We're going to want 2 particle accelerators. Now, in order to get those particle accelerators, we need to be to have the R&D depot. So I believe we got this for completing the Seath Mission 7. Let's go ahead and purchase 2 of these. They are 10,000 gil each. So that is going to be 20,000 gil in total. And then after that, we're going to want a total of 28 superconductors. The superconductors are going to be in Lenora's garage. And they are in the shop after you get the cutscene in the place that we're going to be going next. So if you remember at the end of the last full episode, I did tell you to go get that cutscene and it'll update the shops. This is one of the reasons why. So we need 28. I have 23, so we're going to purchase 5 more. So that's going to cost me 4,200 gil. But your individual prices will most likely vary. And I am also going to need a Uranite, which I am relatively sure that I have. So let's go ahead and just double check. Yes, I have 1 Uranite. And now I'm only going to be able to bring this to the level 2 of the Belladonna Wand. Simply because I don't have 2 million gil. Unless you're a mad lad and have spent far more much time farming gil than I have, you're not going to have 2 million gil either. So don't worry about it. We will take care of that later. But this the trapezoid thing is what we need to get it from level 2 to level 3. I'm not worrying about that right now. So let's go ahead and get started on actually upgrading this. Go back into the upgrades. Upgrade weapon. Now let's go ahead and look for the Belladonna Wand. which is right here. As you can see, the Belladonna wand is level 1, and it says that we need 800 experience. That is just to get it to level 2. The Belladonna wand can get up to level 21. And in order to do that, we are going to need... Where is it? 38,040 experience. Which sounds like it's a lot, and it is a lot, but there are ways to kind of get around that. First of all, the sturdy bones that we bought. You got 99 of them, right? Yeah, we're about to use 36 of them. Just right there. And the reason why we're using 36 of the sturdy bones is because of this screen right here. Experience bonus times 3. Future upgrades will receive a 200% bonus, or experience bonus. So now, with that being done, if I come down here, did I not buy what I needed to buy? There they are. If I come down here to the particle accelerator, one particle accelerator is going to give me 19,200 experience. If I only had one of these, that would be what? 6,000 experience? So not enough for what we need, but since we have the times 3, when we use 2 of them, we're going to be getting a total of 38,400 experience, which is about 400 more than what we need, but that is perfectly fine. We're going to go ahead and upgrade that. It is going to bring the Belladonna wand up to its max level, giving us a strength stat of 65 and a magic stat of 131. And we keep that improved debuffing, of course. But now that that is done, you will see that the Uranite right here is now also usable. So we're going to go ahead and just instantly use one of those. And that transformed the Belladonna wand into a Marlboro wand. And if you look at the stats, we did lose 2 strength and we did lose, what is that, 4 magic? But it also gives us improved debuffing too. I will go over what that improved debuffing 2 is in a minute. But first, we're going to go ahead and go up here and use another 36 sturdy bones to get back to that times 3 multiplier. And then we're going to go ahead and use the 28 superconductors that we purchased previously. And I did forget to buy something, which should be okay because we just used all of that bonus anyway. That is going to bring us to level 3 or level 23. If we go back into the shops, we are going to be looking at the Lenore's Garage, I believe. No. No. R&D Depot. Yeah, the ultra compact reactor is what we are going to be needing right here. Let's go ahead and purchase one of these. And then go back into our upgrade menu. Go back to the Marlboro wand now. I don't have enough sturdy bones. That is perfectly alright. I will go ahead and show you what we are going to do. Let's go ahead and use 24 of these. This should get us to our times 2 multiplier. Yep, for the extra 100%. And then I need another thing that I have at least 12 of. Let's go ahead and do the gummy oil. Nope, wasn't enough. Let's try another 12. This is why I recommend sturdy bones, just because it is more predictable. There we go. There's our times 3. So with that times 3, if we come down here to the bottom with the ultra compact reactor, this is going to give us 120,000 experience points, which is exactly what we need to get up to level 41 on the Belladonna wand. So let's go ahead and use. And now you can see that instead of 195 strength and 100, or not 191, 95 strength and 191 magic, we have 167 strength and 335 magic, which is so much better than the actual Belladonna wand was. And unfortunately, I cannot upgrade it anymore because I do not have 2 million gil at my disposal, and I am assuming neither do you. That being said, let's go ahead and take a look at what improved debuffing looks like. Boost the success rate of debuffing abilities. It's the exact same, it is just better, and it will affect her more often. Now, if we look at Vanille's stats, you'll also see that she now has over 1,000 magic. Now, granted, part of that is because we have the Sorcerer's Mark on her, but if I were to take that off, we would still be over 1,000. So, I don't think I'm going to have enough gil for the next thing I want to upgrade. But first we're going to go to Creature Comforts. We're going to go to Buy. And we're going to get 99 Sturdy Bones. And then, where was the Particle Accelerator? Was that R&D Depot? It was. And I might actually have enough for this, because I need 4 of these right now. Very nice, very nice. Because I am also able to upgrade a weapon that I think is going to be the best weapon for us to upgrade for lightning. That is going to be the Axis Blade. And that is purely because of the ATB charge. Every time she attacks, she gains ATB, and this is per enemy hit. So if she were, let's say, I don't know, blitzing 10 of the leech guys, and she hit all 10 of them, that one attack would basically fill at least one of the little segments, if not 2. And then the next time she blitz, hit another 10 of them. She's got another 2, and she's basically attacking for free at that point. So we're going to go ahead and start off, give this 36 Sturdy Bones. And then we are... Did I buy the wrong thing? Nope, there they are. There, we got the Particle Accelerator. Let's go ahead and just dump all 4 of these Particle Accelerators onto this right now. That's going to give us the Axis Blade at full level. Now, the strength is only plus 48, and so is the magic. It is not the best thing right now. And unfortunately, we cannot take this to level 2 at present. Because what we need is the Adamantite right here. And I don't have 220 gil to spend on this. It's possible you do. And if you do, feel free to upgrade it again. I'm just not going to do that right now. I'm going to be focusing on other things. And I am basically out of gil. So I think that Fang is probably going to have to wait anyway. But I will definitely try to purchase the bits that I need for that right now. First off, we're going to go back to Creature Comforts. We're going to get back up to 99 Sturdy Bones. Second, not this. Although I can, from here, do that, which is one thing I'm going to need, and it completely takes out the rest of my gil. Let me go ahead and go up to the garage right here and see if I happen to have what else I am looking for. Actually, I know for a fact I don't because I just used them. So what else I'm looking for? I'm looking for 2 more superconductors, which is going to cost me 1,680 gil. Which honestly, right now, I probably should have the ability to get that. If you're going to sell monster components, I do not recommend selling any of the crystals or the mechanical parts. If you're going to sell monster components, sell most often than not the biological, but I think I might have something. Yeah, I have 3 bomb cores. So if I sell these 3 bomb cores, I could also probably sell this green needle, but I'm not going to right now. That'll get me up to 2,287. Then if I come back down to Lenora's garage, I could buy 2 of these. Very nice. And now let's go ahead and go back into our upgrade menu. Upgrade. Weapons. Now, for Fang. Much like we did the Belladonna wand for Vanille because of the debuffing, we're going to do the Pandorian spear for Fang. Just because I use her a lot for debuffing. So that's what I'm going to do. You feel free to do whatever you want to do. But we got our 36 sturdy bones right here. So that's all fine and dandy. Then now, if I go ahead and use my 2 superconductors, that'll get me to level 3. And it's also going to drop my experience bonus down to ×2. So I'm going to go ahead and come back up here to my sturdy bones, and I'm going to do 12, which will get me back up to my ×3. And then now I'm going to go ahead and use my 4 particle accelerators, which gets me up to the max level, which is going to be 100 strength, 151 magic, and improved debilitation. Now, again, I am not going to be able to upgrade this any further for right now. That is because the item that we need to upgrade that further costs, I believe it's 100,000 gil, which of the stuff that we've needed is not the most expensive. It is the Scarletite right here. So if you want to farm and get 100,000 gil and buy this, by all means, go for it. That being said, let's see if I can actually figure out which one it is. I think it's this rock formation right here. Once we get access to the Chocobos, there's a free Scarletite on there that you don't need to pay any gil for. So do you want to pay 100,000 gil, or do you want to get one for free? I'm going to get one for free myself. So let's go ahead and equip equip Fang with the Pandorian spear, which is going to increase her stuff by quite a bit. Honestly, it didn't increase her strength as much as I thought it would, only by 50 or so. But that improved debilitation slightly boosted the success rate of debilitation abilities. So, Yeah. Now, I've been talking about wanting to get more gil and how I need more gil for this, that, and the other thing. So I should probably go over a way to get gil. This is by no means the best way to get gil in the game, but we are going to be simultaneously farming for a bit of equipment that will allow us to get more sprint shoes to use. So with that being the case, I will show you what we need to do. There is going to be a missable cutscene along the way, so I will bring you back in when I get there. But where we are going back to the Seath Zone 7 mission. So we're going to be exiting this area, going up to the heights or whatever it was and all of that. But I'll go ahead and show you, or I'll go ahead and bring you back when we're about to leave the steep. Alright, so here we are at the entrance to the steep. And the reason why I brought you guys back here is because since we're going this way anyway, we do have another hunt that we can take care of on our way to our little gil farm area and our tetratic crown and tiara farm area. So I figured might as well do it now so that we don't need to keep running back and forth. And it's not this one. Which one are you? What number are you? You are number 32? Yeah, no, that is not going to happen right now. That was a Class B. Definitely not ready for Class B. But the one that we are looking for is actually that one right in front of us. This is going to be number 8. And this is the 11th hour. We are looking for a Rakshasa here in the Azulite's Tears. A Rakshasa lurks among the root to the Yakshas Mastiff, and I'm supposed to hunt it down? I think I'll pass. If it's Crystal or Seath, my life is over either way. I might as well make the most of it. From here on out, I live for me. So, very well. Good for you, I guess, Stone. That's where this thing is. That is right where Hope was when we first came through this area. So that is where we are going. I'm going to see if I can get there without getting into any unnecessary fights. Just because I don't need to fight. Why would I? Nope. I thought that I had more room on the side right there. But apparently not. So we're going to just go ahead and go into Relentless Assault right here. Get a couple, I was hoping to get a couple blitzes off, but apparently not. There it is. And there we go. By the way, I also know that the weapon that Sazh currently has equipped is level 20, and I would just need to upgrade it one more time to be able to transform it. That is not the weapon that I am going to be using for the rest of the game. So I don't think I'm going to upgrade it just yet. I haven't actually decided which one of his weapons I'm going to be using. I'm just relatively sure it's not that one because it doesn't have any like sub benefits. Some like auto benefits. So yeah, I'll think about that a little bit more. And when I come to a decision, I will let you know. but I also have a feeling that I am about to stop using Saz for the foreseeable future. But anyway, now, here is where Hope was. And if we take a look over here, you could see, if I could get an angle on it. That's not what I wanted to do. But with these flan guys, there is another one of those little dancing guys. So let's go ahead and I want to go ahead and confirm something real quick. Yeah, I don't know anything on this guy, so let's go ahead and use Libra on him. And we will see that he is immune to pain and fog. Well, other than that, pretty normal enemy. And we are waiting for Saz and Vanille and us to kind of buff and debuff. You know what? That is probably good. So let's go ahead and go into Relentless Assault and take out the flan. I don't want to attack that. I want to attack this guy. Alright, and now we are back to the Rakshasa. Those guys should be going down here relatively quickly. There we go. And for completing that mission, we get something called a collector catalog, which I might just want to equip to Vanille here. So let's go ahead and take off the Sorcerer's Mark. Let's see, Scavenger. Increases the odds of obtaining items after battle. Now let's go ahead and put that onto Vanille, because it might help us moving forward with the farming that we are about to do, which is going to be in the next area. Avoid, darn it. Anyway, like I was saying, it's going to be in the next area. I should be able to avoid these leeches. Yes, I can. Let's go ahead and hop over here. And then move on to the Massif. Now, from here, if all you want to do is go to the area where we're going to be guild farming / item farming, there is a seed stone up here that you by all means can go ahead and interact with and teleport directly there. It is this one right here. This one will teleport you. But before we do that, I want to go ahead and take a look at this scene. So if we come down here, make our way across all of these broken bits of landscape, and hopefully avoid as much combat as possible, we will be able to see that, and then I can come back and do the teleporting. So jump on down, move around. If I'm lucky, I could avoid. Yes, I did. And I think this one's probably going to be a little bit harder. Darn you. Alright, so after taking care of those guys, we continue on. By the way, might as well show you on the map. We have a destination marker right there. That is where we are attempting to go. Hopefully without much more combat. Just because while I don't mind building up CP, I really don't need it right now. And I just want to see a scene.
You gotta be ready to drop by now. Don't overdo it.
I won't. I know my limits, unlike some people.
Oh, now who's the tough guy? What was that?
A Grand Pulse Fal'Cie. Used to see it flying around all the time.
And they said it had a home. Somewhere near Amber.
So that's good news, right? If we stay on its tail, we should end up in your village. Let's follow it.
Right.
Alright, so that is the scene I was talking about. It is in fact missable. Yeah. Just giving us a little bit of information about a super boss that we will be encountering later in the game. Just little fun stuff like that. But now we can go ahead and run back to that teleportation stone and teleport to the location of the seventh mission. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I will meet you there. Alright, now we're back at this Seath Stone. Let's go ahead and interact with it, and we can teleport to the Archaeopolis. Now, while we are here, this is something that I do recommend doing once you have your primary roles unlocked and at least the Belladonna wand upgraded to the Marlborough wand. But it is not necessary to be that upgraded. That is just going to make it faster. But if we come over here to this green Seath Stone, this is for Bidius, the Undying. We can go ahead and accept this mission again. It is instantly going to clear out all of the other enemies in here. We can go ahead and skip this. And then run back down here to the open area, where the star is, and then this is going to give us another little scene where we're going to be fighting Bidius. And he's going to start out with Miasma, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and debuff him to the best of our ability straight off the bat. If Fang happens to be getting in the red, I will switch over to like a healing thing. But I want to get slow on this guy, if I'm being perfectly honest. Which it looks like I did. So let's go ahead and switch on over to Relentless Assault.
Change of plans.
That was not the right one. Hero's Charge. So while Vanille is healing up Saz, we will honestly probably kill this guy. And there we go. Now doing that, every time you do that, be sure to check the spoils here, because you can get a Tetratic Crown, or preferably the Tetratic Tiara. And we want at least 2 of those to turn into some more sprint shoes. But also, whenever we complete that, we're going to get 5 more bomb cores. And we can now run around this area freely. Again, we have a treasure sphere right there. And then another treasure sphere up here. In case you didn't get those the last time we were here. And then there is one more treasure sphere in the back over there. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and sit here and farm this guy until I get 99 of the bomb cores, or 2 of the Tetratic tiaras. So yeah, I will be back as soon as I'm done with that. See you momentarily. Alright, so I am back after editing a video and doing some grinding and all of that, and of course editing a video made me go a little overboard on the grinding, as you will see in a second. Yeah, I already have 284,000 gil, as well as 99 bomb cores right now. This is my 4th full load of the bomb cores. And I also got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the Tetratic tiaras and 4 of the Tetratic crowns. So yeah, that's a thing. First, as for the whatchamacallit, the reason why we came here. Let's go ahead and go into not up in arms. B&W Outfitter? Yeah, B&W Outfitter. So let's go here. Let's buy 6 Iron Bangles. That is only going to cost us 3,000 gil. So let's go ahead and do that. And then after doing that, we are going to go ahead and come here to dismantle, or to upgrade. I'm going to dismantle accessories. We're going to dismantle 3 of those Iron Bangles. And then we're going to come... Nope, that is not what I meant to do. I might have just kind of messed myself up. Let's see, if I... Can I save this? If I could save this, this would be amazing. Huh. So I need 2,000 experience to upgrade this thing. Let's go ahead and do 36 of the sturdy bones. And then you know what? I have plenty of bomb cores. So let's go ahead and do 2 of those. And that'll get the crown up to max. And then now let's go ahead and try to dismantle that crown. Let's see if this worked. It did, in fact, work. So doing that, we're going to have a vial of perfume, a shield talisman, a soul front talisman, a shrouding talisman, and then a pair of sprint shoes. So if I were doing this with the crown like I did earlier in the episode, I would be getting... what were they? Hermes sandals, which I would need to upgrade. But as is, if I'm doing it on the tiara, I do not need to upgrade at all. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade another one of these tiaras to a maximum, which honestly, the Sturdy bones aren't going to work. Let's try the torn leather. 36 of that. So not quite. Let's do another 36. Nope. So the smooth hide. The smooth hide gonna be 12? Yes. Alright, so now we got this up to the level 3. And let's go ahead and pop in. Probably don't even need. Yeah, let's go ahead and pop in 3 bombshells. We're just going to get that maxed out. And then now if I come back to dismantle those final 3 iron bangles that I got. And then come down to the tetratic tiara. There we go. We got another pair of sprint shoes as well as another one of the other 3 things that I don't really care about. So, that's that. That is 3 levels of sprint shoes right there. That can go on all of my party. Now, as for the little sub bit that we got here, if we come back down into shop, go into any shop and sell, and come down here to components. And where are they? There we go. Bomb cores right there. I could go ahead and sell all 97 of these. That'll get me 58,200 gil. But instead of doing that, I'm actually going to only sell 47. I'm going to leave myself 50 of this batch. So that's good. But then also, if I come down here to accessories, I have 3 tiaras that I'm never going to use again, as well as 4 of these crowns. So I can go ahead and sell these. For each tiara, I can get 40,000 gil. So that's 120,000 free gil right there. And then for each crown, I can get 15,000 gil. So that is an additional 60,000 right there. Bringing me up to 489 gil. You do not need that much. That is me just being overly collectathonable. I would recommend at this point having honestly around like between 150,000 and 200,000 gil. Especially after we buy what I'm about to buy, which I think might be in Outfitters. It is not in Outfitters. Magical moments. Negative. Moogleworks. It is in Moogleworks. And what I am going to buy is going to be the speed sash right here. And I'm going to buy 3 of these. So that is going to be 30,000 gil right there. And now I'm going to go ahead and change up my party. Unfortunately, I am going to be saying goodbye to Saz because I no longer need him for haste. But I'll be right back once I get my my party situation handled and the paradigm set up and all that good stuff. So give me one moment. Alright, so I have re-changed up my party. While I do enjoy having Fang as my lead, there are some things that I currently have on Lightning that while I know in the background it is going to be affecting her, I like to be able to see it. And I'll go over that in a second. First, for my paradigms, I am going to be starting with Exploitation, which is Commando Saboteur Saboteur. And then I have Relentless Assault, Ravager Commando Ravager. Then Aggression, Commando Commando Ravager. And then I get down into my healing ones with Solidarity of Commando Sentinel Medic, Entourage of Ravager Sentinel Medic, and then Combat Clinic, which is Medic Sentinel Medic. Honestly, these 3 are probably not going to be used all that much. The last 3, that is. Especially with how kind of over equipped we are, but when I need healing, I like to be able to still do some damage. And if I need some fast healing, I like having 2 medics. So that is that. Now, as for my equipment, here on Lightning, I do have the max level Axis Blade. I also have a Platinum Bangle, which is going to give her that extra 400 HP. I have the Aurora Scarf, which gives her First Strike. And then I have the Sprint Shoes, which gives her Auto Haste. Now, the Aurora Scarf and the Sprint Shoes paired with the Axis Blade is going to give us the passive ability of ATB rate plus 15%. So not only is she going to be auto hasted at the beginning of battles and start off with a full ATB gauge and recharge ATB gauge every time she strikes an enemy, but she is also going to increase the rate at which she charges ATB by an additional 15%. And that all right there is why I like having her as my main, just so I could see all of that happening. Now for Pain right here, Pain and Vanille, their stuff is very similar to each other. Both of them have their Saboteur weapon on. So for Pain, that is the Pandorian Spear, and for Vanille, that is the Marlboro Wand. As for equipment, on Pain here, I have 2 Speed Sashes, which are going to give her 2 little ticks of ATB charge whenever she kills an enemy. But more importantly, with both of those on her at the same time, she gets the passive ability of Random Instant Chain, which occasionally fills the chain gauge of a target instantaneously. So it could be the first attack of a battle when initiated by Pain. It could be, boom, right then and there, they are staggered. Or it could be that they are about to be staggered anyway, and she staggers them at that point. It's random. It doesn't always happen. It's not that big of a chance. But because it's not that big of a chance, that's why I have a Speed Sash and an Energy Sash on Vanille. The Energy Sash here is just something that I happen to pick up. It charges the TP whenever I kill an enemy. But mostly the reason why I have it is because, first of all, I'm going to be getting a bit or a different bit of equipment from a Seedstone mission here in a couple missions that is going to replace this. But this paired with the Speed Sash also gives her Random Instant Chain. So it's a small chance. I have it on 2 people. It raises the chance that it is going to proc in any given battle. And then they both have the Sprint Shoes on for auto haste, and because everyone has auto haste, I no longer need Saz in my party. But so that is that right there. In the next episode, we are going to be proceeding on getting some more Seath Stones. I should be getting up to Seath Stone 15 if I remember correctly. But yeah, until then, everyone, thank you so much for joining me. This is Famine52 signing out, and peace out.